Hey everybody, another weekend upon us, another opportunity to go camping. Just wrapped up another Calvary Overland's Rigs and Coffee event, this time in Plano, Texas at the Zero Breeze facility. So for those of you who don't know, Zero Breeze makes portable AC units for tent campers and for trailer owners. Like always, met a bunch of great people out here. These events continue to expand. Shout out goes to my buddy Brian, who actually brought out his Expedition 2.0 trailer. Got to sit down with him and talk to him about his experiences and just really share some of our commonalities between what he purchased with his trailer and what I got with mine, and just get a different perspective of a different owner. So hopefully you'll enjoy the video. Look forward to making my next one for you. Hope everybody's staying safe and staying healthy, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Hey everybody, out here at Calvary Overland event at the Zero Breeze facility, and actually ran into Brian here, who has an off-grid Expedition 2.0 trailer similar to mine. And I think you're actually a fan of the channel too, right?
I am, yes.
Excellent. Well, if you don't mind, could you tell us a little bit about kind of how you purchased your trailer, like how long you've had it, what your experience has been, kind of what you would change, if anything?
So I got mine, I ordered it in April of 2021, and it came delivered about a couple months later, around in late June. Kind of what motivated me to get it is, you know, I was in the Boy Scouts growing up, an Eagle Scout. I wanted to continue to camp, but getting a little bit older, a couple of back surgeries. I don't want to sleep on the ground anymore.
Amen to that.
So I started looking around for something that I could do where I could still get outdoors. I hunt a lot. I enjoy the outdoors. So, and then wanted something that I could pull behind my Jeep.
Yeah.
So started looking around at different things, stumbled upon off-grid trailers, probably built 100 of them with their online tool,
Right.
and then finally pulled the trigger on it.
Nice, excellent. And how does it tow with the Jeep? Because I know I towed mine with a 4Runner, and it's okay, but do you have any issues with it?
It tows pretty well. I haven't had any problems with it. I have the 4-cylinder 2-liter turbocharged Jeep.
Okay.
So it's a portion to haul, 3,500 pounds.
Yeah.
Fully loaded, this thing is probably a little bit less,
Yeah.
and so far it's been pretty well. It's towed pretty well.
And do you have a brake controller to handle the electric brakes and all that
Yes.
good stuff? Yeah,
I've
it
got
definitely
the red
changes the
definitely.
driving situation. You don't feel it as much back there with the e-brake.
Right.
So
I've got the red arc brake controller. About the only thing I did also to the Jeep is put some heavy duty springs on the back to kind of help with
keep
the sag.
with the sag. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about putting bags on mine because it does sag a little bit, especially if you got anything in the back of the vehicle plus the trailer. You'll get a bit of a low rise, so your headlights are pointing at the sky.
Sure.
So excellent. Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about kind of what you ordered on yours. I know you've got the rooftop tent, the Max fan. I can see that from here, but you didn't go with the AC rough end. I'm just curious, what was the reasoning behind not doing it that way?
I had heard mixed reviews with the AC. 50% liked it, 50% did not.
Yeah.
And I just kind of made a choice. I was doing some other different kinds of upgrades to it. I was like, you know what, I can sweat a little bit a few Texas nights, and so far it hadn't been bad.
Right.
I've had it in some warm nights in the summer, but with the Max fan, the windows open, it's not too bad.
It gets breezy. Yeah.
A couple things I did. I got the upgraded fridge.
Right.
I like the dual zone fridge and freezer. I got the lighting package for it. One of the things that I stole off of your channel was the yellow coverings here for bugs.
Right.
It's kind of a mess in here now. It's kind of looks like my son's room, but I got the upgraded bed and the TV inside.
Nice. You got the shelving as well. It looks like.
Yes. Just that one. There's just that one shelving there,
okay.
And that's good for flashlights, cell phones, whatever that you've got at night.
Have you ever hit your head on that getting up in the morning?
I have not.
Really?
No.
Okay. That's the only reason why I was like, because I wasn't sure if I was going to bang into it. Because I do lean against the wall and use my laptop and stuff, and I don't know if my head would hit the bottom of the shelf or not. So you haven't had any issues with that?
I haven't had any issues with that.
Okay, excellent. How about the mattress? I know you said you got the upgraded. Do you feel the seams when you're sleeping?
No, I don't feel the seams. I'll put sheets and stuff in just regular bedding in there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the thing I like best about the upgraded mattress is when I can fold it up, and then I've got a hard floor to store some gear. So I've got like a grill in there, my camp chairs, and a little fold up table.
That makes
and I don't
sense.
have that on the mattress. Mattress is out of the way.
Right.
So, and then if something like if I've got a little propane portable grill. If it leaks, some grease or something like that, I don't get that on the mattress, and I can clean it off.
That's a good point. Yeah, usually if I'm hauling my solar panel, sometimes I'll leave it inside, but it's sitting on the mattress when I do that. Mm-hmm. So having that would be I never thought about it that way. That's actually a good use of space, having the fold-up couch. And you mentioned you have the TV. Do you mind if I look in?
Absolutely, come on in.
Yeah, take a look at the TV too. Yeah, so as far as battery drain is concerned, have you had any issues with that, with the TV?
I haven't. No, I don't use it too often. If I'm someplace and I'm plugged into some shore power, I'll use the TV more. Okay. But if I'm out at the deer lease and I'm unplugged, I probably don't want a TV really anyways.
Right, anyway. So, yep. Excellent. So no rough cut, which I see. I did see you got the stabilizers as well, but you said you haven't really used the stabilizers, right?
I haven't used the stabilizers yet. Okay. I've only used the rooftop tent once so far. It was pretty comfortable, and I was on a flat surface just for one night, so I hadn't used those yet.
Right.
The other thing I did was I got a PVC pipe and strapped it down so I can put my extra poles for the 270 awning.
Right.
And then I'm not really much of a fisherman, but I do try to go surf fishing a couple times a year. So I got those long 6-foot poles in there.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's something I need to do because I keep mine stored in the back, but I can't have a whole lot of stuff in there to get those poles in. So that's actually a better way to do it.
My thing when I would take them out, to camp, and if I slide them on top or slide them up here, I didn't want to forget them.
Yeah, drive off and they go flying off the back. That's a good point. Yeah, and I think you said you replaced the shower head too, right?
Yes, that was one of the. Let's not get hit by.
Yeah, right.
Over here. It didn't break or anything, but I did replace the shower head just because it was hard to use, and so that was one of the first things that I did, and I had heard that from multiple people that you know, it's just hard to turn on and off, so I did that as well.
Now, did you replace that out of your own dime, or did you open up a ticket and get that through off-grid?
I just did it on my own dime. You know, $15 from Amazon. I was fine doing that.
Yeah, I replaced mine recently too. After it failed, after about 9 months of usage, it failed out, and I just emailed off-grid and they sent me a new one. It was a completely different kind, which makes it a little easier. That is nice. But you know, as I think you and I were talking earlier, one of the challenges with the original one is it is so stiff to get that switch flipped, and people scald themselves because they're pointing the water at themselves for that first couple
Nobody
seconds.
Wants their face burned off.
No, they don't. So having that replaced is, I think, so common. A lot of people do that almost day one to get rid of those shower heads. I'm hoping eventually they'll just phase those out with something a little more standardized that's a little easier to use. But yeah, excellent. Let's see, what else have you done to your trailer that's unique? Did you you got the swing arm as well for the shower, right?
Yes.
So it swings out, and that helps with the rooftop tent from my understanding, right? Does it ladder come down on this side or on the other side?
The ladder for the rooftop tent comes over on this side.
Okay.
And so it's out of the way of the shower and everything.
Right.
You know, I've got an 18-year-old son, and when it's just he and I'll send him up in the rooftop tent. Yeah. We also have an 80-pound black lab. When it's the three of us, those two guys are terrible bed partners, so they can have downstairs. I'll take the tent
upstairs, the penthouse. Yep.
Yes, I'll happily do that.
Excellent. So, anything you would change about your purchase? Anything you would add on or take off?
You know, I really not really. You know, I looked and I looked at different brands, and I looked at different items and options on this thing, and there's not really anything that I would add or take away. I'm happy with the improved, with the lighting package, with the upgraded bed, and with the fridge, the bigger fridge and freezer. That was the big thing. Right. Part of it was the size of the fridge, just getting one a little bit bigger, and sometimes I think you need ice cream.
Oh, yes.
When you're out camping.
Man of my own heart. That's the measure of a good camping experience. If you can bring ice cream out.
Do we have ice cream? So,
exactly.
It's not really roughing it anymore.
Glamping in a sense. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm a happy glamper.
Yep.
So other thing I did was in looking at it, I've got a red Jeep. I went to Texas Tech, so
gotta represent the red.
Yeah, I figured I needed to match. Otherwise, I might be breaking some laws somewhere if I don't match. So I didn't want to commit any felonies.
Right. Did you happen to upgrade your inverter, or did you keep the standard 1,000
No,
watt?
Just the standard inverter.
Yeah, that's what I did
I wasn't
too.
going to use
power tools and stuff out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had the same thing. The same thought process was like, if I need to, I'll upgrade it later. But I'm like you. I think I've used the inverter once since I've had my trailer in the year I've had it. So
if somebody's going to invite me out and I need to bring power tools, I probably don't want to go.
Yeah. Well, some people were like telling me, well, what about the margarita machines and the, it's kind of like, and the blenders, and I'm like, really?
That's right. Just a little portable coffee maker. Use that, every now and then. But no, for the most part, that's it.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you sharing your experiences with your trailer and everything like that. It's always good to meet somebody else that is an owner of one of these things. I felt like I was so alone for a while, and now more and more people are starting to buy these. So appreciate you checking out the channel as well. Thanks for being a fan. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man. Good stuff. Thank you.
See ya.